Hello and welcome. Today we've got something special for you. So sit down, stick around, and enjoy. Now that's a cool toy. Hello and welcome to another Transformers review. The minute this thing was posted online, I was sold on it. I was like, I have to buy this! I need it! Because for those of you who know, or may not know, Soundwave was always one of my favorite characters in both the cartoon series and also the G1 toys. So Soundwave was actually the first G1 toy that I ever got. So he always, had a place in my heart. Soundwave. So I was really excited when this came out. Shattered glass. Woo! Soundwave and Blaster. Look at it. It's so cool. Along with 5 cassettes. 5 cassettes. It's insanity. So really excited about this, and so I'm finally going to get to review it. So sit down, stick around, and as always, enjoy. Alright, so as in with all my reviews, we start with the packaging. The actual art on this guy is pretty cool. Soundwave here. Oh, I like the way it's drawn. It's drawn nicely. Blaster, drawn in complete rage here. So that's pretty cool. And the cassettes are actually well drawn too. So yeah, it's pretty neat. Cooler part though is when you flip this over to reveal the inside of the packaging here. Here we have like G1 box art. Blaster. Kind of like a twin cast. Well, it's twin cast as box art actually, but Soundwave, which is more Sound Blaster's box art from the Japanese series, and then the respectful bots are there. So as you can see, this looks to be pretty cool. I'm a huge fan of Soundwave, and having Soundwave with some blue, well, I love the color blue, so the white and the blue together for me is like, oh yeah, this is the shit. I'm excited about that. Cassettes look neat. Blaster actually even looks pretty cool as well, so nice. This is gonna be neat. So the top portion here of the packaging just shows if I can get it down enough, the bots here. There's our solar bot. The cassettes. So we have like a Shattered Glass, Rat Bat, Slugfest, Rewind, and Ramhorn, and then we got the solar bot. So we'll close that down. So the back of the box is that Shattered Glass box art that we've seen on other occasions at BotCon and whatnot. So that's the back of the box here, which is pretty cool because it pays homage to the original box art. So that's pretty neat. Sides of the box, not much going on. Usually we're used to seeing transformation here, but no transformation on the sides of the box at all. Or here for that matter. It does also come with a comic book. Yes, a comic book. Look at that. Solar Requiem. It's pretty cool. I'll talk about the comic in a few seconds as well. Interesting little comic. So let's open this guy up and review him. Alright, so the first thing we're going to look at in the toy is the toys, I should say, is the actual insert here that comes with them. If we open this up, so you get the comic book and you get all this stuff as well. Basically, it's instruction booklets. It's a sticker sheet here. And like the Shattered Glass Soundwave and the Botcon exclusive, there are all kinds of weird stickers on them. So they're all there too, like Soundwave, I Love Rock and Roll, all that stuff. The Zartan, which is Cold Slither, the Cold Slither band there. They're all on there too. I'm not going to be applying these stickers on them because I kind of like the way they look now. Because the way they look now are all like the factory labels. So the factory labels are on these toys as it is. So which means that anything that was like on a G1 toy is already stuck on them now. This is all like add-ons to make them look like the Botcon, I guess. Exclusives. Not Blaster, but Soundwave. These are the cards that come with it. So you can see you got Autobot Blaster, Soundwave, Rewind, Solar, Slugfest, Rat-Backed, and Ramhorn. And the backs of the cards shows the toy, and it's kind of like their tech specs. See? So pretty neat. I'll put this aside for now. The comic book, comic book's kind of weird because it's kind of like they cross over into our dimension where the Autobots are good and the Decepticons are bad, but in their dimension it's vice versa. But they cross over into our dimension in the comic book, and as you can see here, Soundwave's brain is getting transported into our world, and then he gets like the physical form of the old Soundwave, which is kind of weird. So they're there, Blaster arrives on a little ship, and then they get into a big fight. It's not much to this. It's kind of funny though, because Blaster has a German accent that you can actually read. Everything it says here, like, what do we have here? The pilot or this ship? So, yeah, Blaster's a Nazi. So they'll fight, and then Solar will try to get help and then realize that Blaster's evil. So when he's inside of Blaster, because Blaster will shove him inside of him here in order to try to gain all this solar power. See his hands getting all solar, and he's shooting up solar energy, and it's like, yeah, but in reality he's just fucking with him from the inside, and then Solar gets out of him, and he's like, hey Soundwave, you know, you're good, I want to make a deal with you, let's shake hands, yay, we're all happy now. And then that's it. So Solar turns out to be an Autobot, kind of a Decepticon, I guess, in this world. So anyways, like I said, the comics, there's really not much to it. And it's kind of weird though, they released a comic book, and the comic book is in English, and I don't know, most of the toy here and the toy instructions and all that are all in Japanese, I guess. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Alright, so we're gonna pull these guys out of this and review them one by one. So the actual accessories here, well, the missiles and all that for the cassettes, I can take them out, but I mean, in reality, you've seen these guns like 50 million times in other reviews, so I mean, I'm just going to keep them in there. You'll know what they look like already anyways. Alright, so the first we have here is Soundwave. So, bring out his hands here, and his arms, and his feet. The feet, if I can ever flip these over, jeez. These things here, they're die casts, just like the original. These are metal, as you can see, black metal. So, just a total repaint of the original, I guess. It's a Sound Blaster because of the double door here. The instruction sheet here comes with the green parts here, as you can see. the little frails on the end, which is Soundwave's bandana. So if you want to have Soundwave's bandana on his forehead, like he has in the box art here, and he has in the shattered glass Botcon sets, well, you can have that too. So Soundwave can have his in here on his shoulder. Then you can have the other one in his hand here, just like he would normally. I guess I can take out one missile just for the hell of it, just so you can see that look. Yeah, that worked well. Turn this around and put the missile in. There you go. So he's armed like the original. The missile, if you pull this back a bit here, will fire, I assume. Let's try it. Ready? Oops. Yeah, look at that. So cool. Alright, so I'm going to take these off and do a quick transformation here, and I'll take a closer look at them after. It's always odd to have like a new Soundwave, because when you're a kid, you're used to him being so loose. He's so tight! Oh my god, he's so tight. Oops. There we go. The accessories here, or the batteries as they are as well. No, and you can put them in here if you want to. Back hole here, make sure the prongs here are facing down so they get in the groove. And then yeah, you're good to close this down so you got some battery life. The rub sign, it's right here. Actually seems to be working pretty well right away. See that? Decepticon. Cool. And then you would open them up with the eject button and put some tapes in there. It's weird, it kind of looks like that little MP3 player that came out of him, the white one, a few years ago. It's kind of neat. Definitely love the way this thing looks. It is beautiful. Alright, let's put him aside. Let's bring in Blaster. So Blaster, his feet here, you pull them out. There you go. It's a little taller, so I need to actually pick up the camera here. Looking fine, looking fine. His hands are purple. I mean, it kind of looks. The legs are black, buttons are black. The rest of him's gray, black around the face, but all like the inner parts of him, like the joints inside the. Here, like the arms, the hands, and inside the legs are purple, and the speakers are purple, and his gun's actually purple as well. So it's all purple. So the tape deck will eject as well, as you can see, very nicely. All right, so I'm just going to transform this guy. Then we'll take a look at him in robot mode after. Again, you'll notice all the factory stickers are there, which is awesome. So you don't need to sticker this guy up, they're all there. And on top of it, they're not really stickers either. These are all like paint apps. Probably why this guy costs so much with all the paint apps. Because if I remember at one of the BotCons in 2007, that Brian guy from BotCon, I can't remember his last name, it slips my mind right now, but he always said that the more apps you had, paint apps, the more money it cost. It was something like, I don't know, like 3 cents for every additional paint app for a toy to be produced. So that's probably why you don't always get the awesomest paint apps when nowadays. because it costs too much. And then when it reaches an Asian market, the price is higher, but there's more paint apps on the toys. Just like the original, the buttons here don't move on and off. He does eject, the eject button. There's a play button there. You can hit play, it'll stay on play. See? It's kind of down a bit until you hit off. Then play will pop back up. Then eject. It's pretty cool. So that's Blaster. Evil Autobot Blaster, the Autobot Communication Squadron Leader. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff to say. I like this guy, Soundwave, who is the Decepticon Communication Morale Officer. Morale, that's why he dresses like he's fucking Richard Simmons from the 80s. Fucking ready, man. It's ready to pump you up. Alright. Now for the tapes. In traditional Japanese fashion, the tapes all have their own little cassette cases, which is just, it's just so fucking cool. I love the fact they do that. It's neat. Alright. Let's start with the bad boy who single-handedly defeats Blaster, I guess. Our man here, Solaris. So, just a repaint of Rewind. Or, you can say eject too, I guess. Switch him around. And you pull up his arms, the head pops up. Pull the arms over here, like that, and pull out his hands. There we go. Oops, I should turn his feet around here. Ah, looking good, looking good. As you can see, he's clear, see-through yellow, which is very neat. I love clear Transformer toys. The logo here, the faction logo, which should be no surprise, judging by the fact that he was good, is Decepticon. So there's a little solar bot. Alright. So definitely very, very neat looking. And the clear stuff is awesome. Alright, so put him aside. Continuing with the same mold here, we have the actual Rewind. So I'm going to transform him here. Goes like this. The head pops up. The head, because of the, I don't know, the dark colors and the blue totally on the face and the white and the red, the color scheme of this guy kind of almost looks like G1 Micromaster Countdown. In my opinion, anyway. There he is. Looks very nice. Alright. And next we have Ramhorn here. There's Ramhorn. And just for the fun of it, let's get his. Oh, this guy's a little. This guy's not as hot. Autobot! Alright. Let's transform this guy. We'll bring his paws. The plastic on this guy almost feels a little like cheapo, flimsy. It's weird. It doesn't feel the same like the other ones. I don't know if it's just me or what, but there he is. Alright, so put him aside. And now, on to the other Decepticon cassettes. Here's Ratbat, which looks a lot like Frenzy from the original, on this side anyway. There he is here. So pull out his wings, bring up his little bat face, his little bat paws, Go to the ears a little bit. And there you have it. There's Rat-Bat. And his rub sign. We'll say Decepticon, if it ever comes up. Wow, this one's pretty hard to get up. That just isn't coming through. Oh well. I think this guy feels a little better than this guy. This guy's so light. This guy's got a little bit of metal here. It's die cast. So gives him a little bit of weight. Rat-Bat. Who actually talks in a comic, oddly enough. This guy is kind of like this guy. Slugfest, definitely very light. No die cast in him. Bring his face over. The spikes pop up. I haven't pulled this up. Spikes will pop up. There you go. Oh, there you have Shatterglass. Slugfest. It was a Decepticon. I wonder if the Rat-Bat is just because it's colder. Because of the metal. Now I'm convinced I gotta get it to show. Let's breathe on it a bit. Yeah, Rat-Bat is just not coming in. Weird. Oh, it's starting to. Oh my god. Is he Decepticon or not? I don't know. Oh my god. I don't know. Decepticon. Look at that. For the 2 seconds that it shows. There we go. Woo! Eyes on fire. So hot now. Alright. Transform him back. Alright. So let's get some close-ups of the bots. Alright, so first we're going to finish us off here with Blaster close-ups. The guy looks really neat. I mean, I gotta admit, I wasn't overly excited for this guy as much as Soundwave, because Soundwave was always one of my favorite toys, but I mean, this guy still looks pretty darn cool if you ask me. Oh. A little too close there. So the Autobot logo is purple. And the looks of the Decepticons. All of his stickers are, well, not stickers, all of his paint on apps here are all purple too. So yeah, definitely looks neat. So if we eject, we can actually fit 2 cassettes in him. So we're going to put both of his cassettes in there. We'll put there we go. Put an iron horn, and we'll put rewind. We'll close this. There you go. Now we've got 2 cassettes ready for battle. So move them to the side here. Bring in Soundwave, which I just absolutely love, 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 love. Oh, I love this guy. The stickers are really cool. I mean, the green and the blue. Very neat. Just basically looks like the BotCon Soundwave, like the color scheme. Very neat. Very, very neat. Neat indeed. Can't go wrong. This guy looks really, really cool. So the same thing with this guy here. Eject him. And put some cassettes in there. So we'll put in Rat-Bat. And we'll put in Slugfest. And close them up. Well, there you have it. ready for battle. So the only cassette that doesn't get a home permanently right now is this guy here. Good old Solar. It was actually clear. If you look here towards the light, look at that. You can see the clearness. Very cool. Alright, so that concludes my review of Shatterglass Soundwave and Blaster. So until next time guys, take care of yourselves. Later.